Gail with popculture.com, and we are here with Scotty McCreery. Scotty, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and we're here at CMA Fest, so I want to know, how's your CMA Fest experience?
That's been awesome, as always. One of my favorite weeks of the year. Been here, there, and everywhere, doing performances, meeting fans, signing, just doing everything we can to say hey to everybody.
How many CMA Fests have you done now?
This is my 8th CMA Fest.
So pretty much since you won Idol.
Yeah. This was the first thing I did after Idol. I came straight here pretty much and went to the Grand Ole Opry, and that was kind of my first step into CMA Fest.
So how has the experience changed for you in terms of meeting your fans from that year until now?
I feel like I've gotten to know them a little more, over the last 8 years. I know who they are. I see them on the road for 20 shows a year, a lot of them. They come out and travel all over the place, and we just kind of are a little more comfortable. I didn't know what was going on when I first got here. Now it's like Nashville's home, and it's just fun. It really is. You
were also really young when you got started.
Yeah, 17 years old, so it was a whirlwind for sure. I'm still young, 25, but it's definitely a little more, not old hat, I'm just more comfortable with it.
That whole experience of winning Idol and hitting the road right away, it really kind of made you grow up pretty fast.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. I kind of had to start up when I did, and it's not just hitting the road, it's not just singing, it's like a business. You got to run that thing right off the bat. So I learned a lot, and it was like drinking water out of a fire hose, but we figured it out, and we're still rocking and rolling.
Well, you obviously figured it out, because we're here celebrating your 2 #1 hits, 5 More Minutes, and This Is It. What do you do to celebrate?
Oh my goodness, we had a pretty big time for both of them. I just like to get family and friends together and just reminisce, enjoy the moment, live in the now. Don't look forward, don't look back, just enjoy the moment. So we had a lot of fun, maybe a few bottles of champagne and some wine, and just enjoying it for sure.
Can we come to the next time you celebrate?
Yes, please, please. The more the merrier.
Do you watch the charts, or is that something that you're obsessive about, or you just kind of let what happens happen?
I watch them. I'm a numbers guy. That's just kind of what I've always been. So I crunch numbers, see, where we're down here, where we're up here. How can we, I got a great label, Triple Tigers and management, AAA, that does all that for me. But I just kind of like to be in the very background, just checking too, because that's just my nature. So.
What's interesting about both of those songs is they're both super personal to your own life.
Yeah, I think I learned through this record, I just wrote from the heart. That's just kind of how I wanted to approach this record. So 5 More Minutes was for my granddaddy, This Is It was for my wife. And I feel like I'm learning through these songs we're all a lot more alike than we are different. People can relate to your personal stories because they've gone through something kind of similar.
So your new single is In Between. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's another personal song, a song just kind of talking about where I was. I was 21 or 22 when I wrote it, so things have changed a little bit, but it's about balance, knowing who you are. I feel like that's important for anybody.
You are about ready, I think in another week or so, to celebrate your 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, next week. We're excited about it. Time flies. Last CMA Fest, we were just, all right, let's get through this week, and we're heading straight to the wedding venue. We're going to have a big time, but this year it's like, oh my gosh, it's already been a year. We're here at CMA Fest again, and next week is our anniversary, so it's kind of going to be cool for the rest of our lives to be able to remember CMA Fest as kind of the precursor to the wedding, and just enjoy our anniversary right after it.
What have you learned, or how have you changed since the year you've been married?
I feel like it used to be, it's never just about yourself, but before you're worried about your own problems, what you have to do, what you have to do next week, but now it's like it takes 2 to tango. It's a team effort, and you got to, for me, I'm worried about my wife and what she's got to do, her work schedule, and how I can help out here, help out there, and she's doing the same for me. So it's a team, and that's a little different for me.
Anything that surprised you about being married?
I don't know. I feel like people talk about how scary it is before you get married. Like, oh my gosh, you're about to get married. How are you feeling? But really, it's been the biggest joy of my life. I'm having so much fun, and it's been so exciting. So maybe that just because of what you see in the movies or whatever about how it's scary, because it wasn't that at all. It was really awesome.
Now, you guys don't live in Nashville. You live in North Carolina, right? Yeah,
so Nashville's our second home. We have a place right down the street, and we love it here. We're here all the time. But Carolina's where we grew up. It's where family is. It's where our friends are. She works there at Duke Hospital, so that's our first home. But we're splitting our time between the two.
Do you think it helps being a little bit out of the fray, like out of the music city, so you kind of get to step away a little bit?
I feel like for me, it helps me recharge my batteries a little, just kind of getting a fresh fresh state of mind. And everybody works different. There's different strokes for different folks. And but for me, I feel like it's nice to be able to just recharge the battery sometimes and get away from the craziness. Because Nashville, we can see there's something going on every week. There's always stuff going on, which is awesome. This town is booming, and I love it. But yeah, Carolina just kind of lets me escape for just a couple days, and then I'm right back at it.
Okay, so we're 3 singles in on Seasons Change. Where are we on looking at a next album?
Yeah, so we're going to see how In Between does. I'm writing songs like I always do and just kind of preparing for the next project. There might be a 4th single off this record. We might, instead of that, go to the next record. That's still up in the air, and I was talking today to my label about that. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on it, and we'll see what happens. But we have choices, which is a good place to be in.
Will you keep us posted?
Sure, absolutely, absolutely.
For more on Scotty and all your other favorite artists, please visit popculture.com.